Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the market. It's currently 4:55 p.m., May 24th, 2021, Monday, start of a new week. We started today sort of like 2020. Let's just say BYND back in the mix. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. Interesting day. Got off to a fast start. Really felt pretty good going into this. I actually took some time off from the screens. I actually didn't look at anything since Friday afternoon. I actually left to make a visit to my parents' house, and that was really nice and rewarding. I felt really good. Just not looking at anything, not focusing on any news, any price action, anything like that. Just felt good to regroup because I've been kind of in a funk. Came into this morning feeling good. I was tired because I was traveling. I did some work around their house and stuff. But I felt good. Just, I feel like I did some good deeds the weekend, and, I was rewarded for it today. I had a nice day. Could have obviously been even better. There's a couple moments today where I kind of didn't hear something that I should have heard or wasn't said, and that kind of cost me some money. But you can see here the markets were up today. 186 on the Dow, 190 on NASDAQ, and 41 on the SPX. So just a nice smooth up. We actually went higher. Got back to the 420s on the SPY. Go figure, 420, and it turned around. How about that? Tesla was a hot commodity today. Just kept rising up, and there's a lot of plays in this thing. I took it a couple times. I kind of missed. This is where the real action was. It got choppier going up here a little bit in the afternoon, and I said to myself, you know what? If I'm doing well in the morning, unless it's news or it's a perfect A+ setup, I'm not taking a trade, and I did that. So I really stuck to my discipline today. Of course, being up a little bit helped. Let me bring that up, by the way. Here we go. I started the day with BYND with a 237 gain on some nice movement. At the beginning, actually came back through 114. Flushed down a little bit. I was a little worried. I was in for 300 shares. I wasn't in too heavy, but BYND can really move like back in the old days. And it actually went against me about 50 cents. But I was giving it that room because I knew that it had that potential to make that move. There's a lot of shorts stuck in it with the gap down and everything above the moving averages. And I was like, you know what? This thing's going to pop. And I stuck to my guns. I was going to sell it if it went really hard against me. But I was pretty much like it needed to go another 30 or 40 cents against me for me to sell. Anyway, I caught a nice move. Probably could have made more if I held on to it stronger because it did get up to a 416.74. I think I sold on this candle here before it got to 416. Like my best sell is like 115.40. But you can see here, it just kept climbing back up, pull down, likes to do that, comes down on the 5-minute 8 EMA and tends to bounce up pretty good. So a lot of stocks kind of had this move if they did on the 5-minute, like on a 5-minute Tesla came down to the 5, boom, came down, touched these two, even the 21, and it's kind of climbed up here. So BYND was pretty good. Going down to Disney is a kind of not a new strategy or anything, but it was based on certain things, and I just kind of messed it up. Tesla, this was a call option through the 600. Got in, got out, and then it ripped. I didn't like the price action, so I just got out. U1 was a quick news play. Twitter was a quick news play. CCL was a quick news play. BTX. Okay, BTX was definitely the miss of the day. News play. Our Mike guy got stuck, and I think I would have gotten in at 14. He finally got through, and then it hit us at like 1480, and I was like really spready, and I actually bounced out really quick and only took a $14 gain with 200 shares. Actually went against me. I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? I think I would have been in at the low 14s, but I guess there were some technical difficulties. And then I was about to get in back through 15 after the first move through 15 because I actually pulled back on a shorter time frame. We'll call it a 2-minute time frame. Yeah, here. So it popped through 15, pulled down through 15, and then went back through, or 1550, I think it was. And you can see here it went all the way up to 1750 something or 1795. So kind of a miss there, even though I caught a little bit. DraftKings was kind of a news play too. RBLX, I don't remember what I did there. MGM was a news play. Amazon was buying something with MGM. Not MGM. I think I was mistaken. I think it's MGM Resorts. Wait, this is MGM Resorts. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. So I just kind of bought MGM on this candle here. Got a few bucks. Didn't go in heavy. I don't trade these news plays. I don't know for sure. I missed the Roku one. I suppose there was a Roku news play. I wasn't here for that. I was getting a bite to eat. Mara, quick news event at the end of the day. I guess Elon Musk did something with Mara and Riot and those guys, the miners. And you can see you got a nice little pop here. I got a few cents on that. Tesla had some trades in it. SCPS was another kind of mistake. I was doing this gap up and I was going to take it back through 14 or 15. Got in at 15 and it just went all the way up to 1950. And I got out with like 100 shares because it was such a whippy trader for $28. So not that great. Okay, I had to pause the video. Apologize for that. So let's get back into it. Square, another news play, right? So they come out. This news I got pretty good. I mean, I got this really quick from my room, and I jumped in it, and then Benzinga rang into it, and it ripped a little bit more. I was only in for 100 shares. I've had very difficult times trading Square, so I wasn't comfortable taking a lot of size on it. It gets pretty whippy too, and it can get to 20 cent spread. So I was like 100 shares, and I made $65 on the trade. However, I got out in the 208s and it ripped up to 212 something. So I'm happy with the gains today. I'm happy with the way I traded today, keeping it disciplined and whatnot. My focal point once I get into, the past 11 o'clock is to really just focus on news. And of course we had some really good news plays today, which made it a lot easier than just sitting here and doing nothing. Right. However, if I can handle these better, go with 200 shares on Square, go with 300 shares on Square, whatever, and then give it that little bit of momentum, because you got to just watch the igniting bar. You got to watch, this is a 5-minute candle. So if we go to 1 minute, you watch these candles. I mean, this one candle here did go up to like 209 something, but also came back down to like 208 something. So it was really whippy, even though it was a 1 minute candle. And then once it got up here and started consolidating, there were secondary moves involved here. Probably the best move would have been back through hitting the 8 EMA and taking a break of this candle here. But it didn't just go, whoom. It did like this, and you had to deal with some pain. So it's not like you're just taking 1,000 shares of Square and letting it move up. I mean, people do, of course, based on your risk management. But I got to just learn to get involved, comfortable level, and take advantage and let it work. Okay, so let's continue. Peloton. So Peloton had an announcement this morning. I think it was this morning. Was it this morning? Midday. Actually, it was noon. So here's your midday lunch play, opening a manufacturing in the U.S., I think. And I nailed this pretty early. And I went in with 300 shares. Probably should have had a lot more again. So between, I got 112 on the trades between Peloton, Square, this SCPS. I don't know. It's a tough trade. Mara could have gotten a little bit more. BTX though, that was the big miss of all the news trades. So there was definitely some action today, and that leads me to the final point of this video. I am going to, because I have some video of the Square trade, I'm going to put together the video of multiple news trades and how I've handled them and how you can learn to handle them yourself if you're looking forward to or looking to trade the news and not you haven't felt comfortable. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, I never got that news, or how do you handle a news trade, or how do you trade news that just comes out, because sometimes you're too late, sometimes you're too early. Again, I've been doing this for a few months of news trading, and it's by far been the most profitable trading strategy I have right now. It just has been limited the past month or so. But for Monday, it was really nice. And once it picks up, and I feel more comfortable, I think I can really take advantage. And if you feel like you want to start trading news, because it is the quick trade, if you want to trade fast, I mean, we're talking about seconds to minutes. Obviously, if you're taking a Peloton trade here, you're not riding it all the way up here and then taking all the way down here. You're just taking this igniting move. If it pulls back on you, you get out scenario. So this video is getting long. We'll get into that in that video. It's going to be a pretty long one because I do have a lot of videos I want to go over, and we'll go from there. So subscribe if you're new, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video, and I will be back on hopefully tomorrow. Have a good night.